So I saw The Devil Wears Prada last night, and I have some feelings about it because I was having like an existential crisis as I was watching it. Let's talk about it. So for context, the first time I saw the first movie in like 2006 when it came out, I was like 16, 17, wide-eyed and bushy-tails with big dreams of being in the fashion industry in New York. Like no matter what you told me, I was going to design school, fashion design school, and I was going to be in the industry in New York. And I did. At 20 years old, I moved to New York City and I started my career in the fashion industry, and I was there up until I moved to Florence thinking I would only be here for like a year, and now I'm in Florence in the fashion industry. So watching the second movie after like a decade and a half of experience in the fashion industry versus that girl at 16, 17 who was like so enthusiastic about being in the fashion industry and had big dreams was kind of wild. Because today, knowing everything I know, if you were to ask me if I would do it all over again and go into the fashion industry again, the answer would be in a like pretty definitive hell no. This industry is a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire from the like low end all the way to the luxury brand end in various different ways. The pay is shit. The workplaces are often toxic. They do address this in the movie. Sorry, there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, scroll away maybe. Or if you don't care about spoilers, then keep watching. Let's talk about it in the comments. The workplaces are toxic, even for 2026, even with all we know. Definitely in the last 15 years that I was working, very toxic. But I digress. The industry takes itself so seriously, and it is a serious industry in the sense that it is one of the largest industries in the world, employs a vast amount of people around the world, and generates billions and billions of dollars and billions of pounds waste every year. But it's not a serious industry in the sense that we're not curing cancer and we're not saving people's lives. Like if you don't get that shirt today because the shipment was delayed, nothing's happening. Nobody's dying. Nobody's lives are on the line. And we often act as if they are. The industry is also like, it's just really about, it really is about who you know. There's so much nepotism. It's about who you're connected with over how much talent you have. It does not do a good job of supporting independent brands or independent designers, especially once you get out of school and especially once you're past like your early 20s. There's not a lot of institutional support, a lot of money out there. They act like there is. I can tell you at Zero Lab, after being here for 4 years and building a space that is supposed to be like the only artisan and designer co-working space in all of frickin' Italy, there's not one institutional partner that has helped us financially with this space. Not one. Me and my business partner have done it all ourselves. Anyway, so I'm still working through the feelings of it, but it was just really interesting, like thinking about the first time watching the first movie. And obviously the movie is just a fun movie to watch. The characters are fun. I had so much fun. Definitely go see it. They do justice to the first movie. It is a good sequel. And I do think they do a good job of like addressing some of the issues around media and billionaires and the viability of media and fashion publications in today's world, in today's ever digitizing world. There are some things that like annoy me. Just like any video, you know, at one point they mention Andy's apartment in New York is like a shithole, but when they show it, it's actually a really big apartment that would probably be like $6,000 if that was in Manhattan. The other thing that really annoyed me is that she turns down this like very lucrative book deal that would have given her a huge signing bonus, like an immense amount of money. And you can't convince me that any woman who's been working in fashion or journalism for the last 20 years would ever turn down that opportunity because they didn't want to offend somebody who was like sometimes nice to them and sometimes gave them Stockholm syndrome. And if you've seen the movie, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's discuss more in the comments, and especially if you're in the fashion industry like me and you saw the first one like 20 years ago and now the second one, I'd love to know your thoughts as well. Ciao from Firenze.